As much as I want to listen to this and go crazy, I know that YouTube will not have that. So, if you want to see me do live videos on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook at Remedy Remedy. They let me play the music a little bit more over there. And but it's just a little bit different, a little lighter, you know, a little bit more general messages. But I was actually, you know, I was about to, I'm at work right now. I was about to go for a little walk or something, but Spirit was just like, no, like I need to get this energy off. Basically, I need to share this message and then I can go about my day. Basically, they were like, don't take in no more messages, don't listen to no more music right now. You need to just go ahead and release that which had come to me earlier, which is pretty heavy. So I know I'm in a good mood or whatever, but at the same time, I'm actually transmuting some pretty deep energy, and you know, my ego brain will actually only let me deal with it little by little, and that is because what has come up, and I'm realizing what has come up for me, and I believe it's part of the greater collective as well, is, you know, sexual pain, okay? Sexual abuse that has been suppressed for a long time. And so I am trying to figure out exactly how to transmute it. It came up, the way it came up was just recently, you know, I was with a suitor of mine, and, you know, he wanted to become sexual. I'd already decided that I didn't want to be sexual, but then when I was in his presence and all that, you know, we ended up having an encounter, okay? And I didn't feel good about it because I know that, you know, why should I share my body with somebody, you know, who doesn't deserve it? You know, like I'm a prize, like I should be treated as one, you know. It's how I actually feel about my body, you know, how I actually, you know, I want to be won over, you know, but I kind of backslid in an old way by not, I realized I'm still afraid of men. It's basically what after a couple of days of contemplating, I realized I'm still afraid of men, and that, you know, sexiness and seduction that I enjoy doing, right? Sorry, I'm trying to get some air because I'm hot up in this Jeep thing. It's like it's not coming out. Sexiness and seduction, I realize is, you know, I've always felt it as like it was a strength, powerful, you know, but I realized that it's actually a defense mechanism. So that's the yin and yang of it, and I think Spirit's actually giving me some answers right now. That, you know, my sexiness, I have used you know, the dark aspect of it is that it's actually a defense mechanism because I feel powerless with men when it comes to sex, and that I'm almost more willing to give it up so that they can't take it. And that is kind of a learned behavior from the experiences that I've had, okay? But now the positive aspect of it is that I use my sexiness, my seduction ability also to get what I want and to heal, okay? It does feel empowering. I do feel glamorous and beautiful, you know, so I guess that's really what it is that, because I was trying to figure out, like, well, how do I transmute this energy, because it doesn't, you know, I realize that something that makes me powerful is also part of my pain, but I guess it's about the shift in perception, is that, you know, yes, certain things happened to me that made me feel powerless. Yes, you know, sex was introduced to me in a volatile type of way, okay, a violating type of way, but also that, you know, it didn't take away my sexiness. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still in my feminine power, and I'm still rocking my feminine power, and, you know, I can also spitfire that shit back, and you know, it's a defense, right? So I don't know if I made comprehensive sense just now, but you know, I'm really just sharing this because I know I'm not the only person, and that's why I feel confident to be able to talk about it. So I'm not the only person who's been sexually violated, man or woman, and I think that, you know, men are violated just as often, and it's just not talked about. And I think that something that young people, especially people in the millennial age range, because of the access that we have to the internet, and you know, the gradual access that we had to the internet and things like that, and how Playboy porn used to be on TV as well. You know, I feel like a lot of us were introduced to sex through porn, and you know, that's just something that we have to heal within us. And it's not so much to say that, you know, sex work is bad and porn is evil. You know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe we need to change what porn looks like. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, because there's a big difference between, like, straight up pornography and, you know, a tantric workshop. You know what I'm saying? Like, still watching sex and seeing sex being done visually, right? But we could teach it in a sacred way. Like, what if we changed porn to where, so you know how they'd be like, well, you can't learn how to have sex and make love through porn. I'm sorry, but I really want air. Like, I think the reason is because the car wasn't on. But, you know, maybe we can change porn into something that is more beautiful, more useful, more human, you know, and not just volatile, you know, not just the shadow aspect of it. So wow, it's really been nice to actually just kind of get that out of my own mind and body, because the energy was definitely causing conflictions within myself. It definitely made me feel very small to remember the ways that I've been violated, and to realize that I've been using my sexuality as a defense mechanism my whole life, okay? And at the same time, I also am feeling empowered that, you know, sex is still important and sacred, and that using sexuality is still a positive thing. And you know, this has been coming up, you know, the spirit uncovered this, unpeeled back the onion for me very gently, you know. It was not a harsh reality. I could have let it make me more painful. I could have, you know, let it break me or whatever, but I know better than that. and I also trust my spirit guides, God, and just this journey, that, you know, everything that is happening is for my greater good and for the greater good of the planet. And this is definitely something important for the twins to be able to understand and transmute, because when we transmute this energy, you know, honestly, it's going to help us be so much greater. You know, remember that your twin is holding up a mirror to you. So, like, my twin has, you know, some sexual addictions, you know what I mean? And even drug addictions. And I have to look at myself like, well, where am I addicted? Where am I over-sexualized? And where am I, you know, overindulging in substance? You know what I mean? And it's right there, you know, because where he may be in a player energy, you know, being addicted to sex, right? You know, well, I am also hypersexualized by constantly using seduction to maneuver in life, okay? And I'm not going to change. I'm just aware. I'm just aware that, you know... Oh, wow, this person is done really fast. Okay, you guys, so I have to cut that off. Hello? Oh. Okay, I'm going to pull up right now. Okay, bye. Okay, so I have to go right now, but yeah, so we'll do another talk, but I just wanted to put that out there so that, you know, we can start healing this energy, okay?